Good morning, friends. It's Miss Amy, and I'm at home, and you're at home, and we're going to do a craft today. We're talking about fine motor skills, parents. Today is April 3rd, and it's a Friday, and we are going to talk about coloring with markers. Markers are a little different because you have to open the marker. When you open the marker, you want to think about it. Which hand do I color with? So your hand that you color with, you're holding afterwards. You don't always have to put the top on, but you can if you can do it. If you spend too much time doing it, your parents may say, hey, let's put it on the table, and that's okay. We listen to our parents. So, once you get your marker, I have here a paper towel or a coffee filter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some sort of design on my paper. I'm putting some green lines. Miss Amy doesn't have a lot of markers at home, so she's kind of got different things. I'm going to put some dots on it, make a pattern. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. And I'm gonna maybe make some blue lines this way. And let's see, I have more things I can make a pattern with. I'll put some black dots and maybe some X's and a black dot and an X and an X. You could also color all the way in. Color in a shape all the way in. Now, this is what my paper towel looks like, which is pretty organized. If I was not doing it organized, I might scribble all over the thing, or it could be just scribble scrabble. That's okay. The thing that we're gonna do next is even more fun. We're gonna take a straw. Now my straw has a wrapper. I'm saving this wrapper. I'm not putting it in the garbage, so you're gonna put that wrapper over here, and we're going to get to that later. And I'm going to take some water and put it in a container. Now, if your child is a dumper, they like to dump stuff, you may want to just put a little bit of water in a container like that. Now, I'm going to put my straw into the water so I get a little bit on, and then I'm dropping it on my coffee filter. I'm dropping it on my coffee filter, and it's dropping, and it's dropping, and it's dropping, and it's gonna fill the whole coffee filter. If your kids can, they can put their finger on top, and it'll hold it in the straw a little bit more, and then it'll drop more in the coffee filter. Plus, they work more on fine motor skills when they do it in this manner. And then it gets, you saw that got everywhere. And then it gets all over. And I'm also going to do it to my paper towel so you could see it happens on both. You don't buy anything. This is hopefully working with something that you maybe have around the house so that you don't have to go anywhere. We want to stay home. We can't go buying things. If you don't have a regular straw, I did not put food coloring. Always another option to put food coloring in the water. But in case you have a reusable straw that you might want to drink out of later, you can put food coloring into the water instead of coloring the paper towels. But you see, it all bleeds together and it makes a pretty design on our coffee filter or our paper towel. Then, once you have that, remember, you can close the water if your child is a dumper, so that way you're not getting that. After you get it all the way you want it, you can do, if you have it, is you could put this on, and then it makes a pretty butterfly. So, if I pinch it up together in one spot, oops, I could put my clothespin on, and it becomes a pretty butterfly here, or it becomes a pretty butterfly here. You just put it on and then open it up gently, and it becomes a pretty butterfly. If you don't have one of these and you still want to do something with your thing once it's dry, you can do this. You can make a mustache. Or maybe it's your hat. You could do something fun with it. Maybe mom and dad would want to put it on the refrigerator so that you can see what your good work is. The second thing I want to talk to you about was this straw. Straw wrapper has a really neat idea that you can do that works on visual motor skills. You can put the straw on the wrapper on the table, and if your child can blow it across the table. This is making sure that no one has anything, any colds or anything that they could spread to others. So you want to make sure that you could do that. Look, it hit my clothespin. Now I'm going to have to go this way. You could even make a whole path that it would have to go down. With my markers, I'm making a path to my camera. And now I'm going to see if my straw wrapper can go through. Oh, see how I had to move my head to get it? So there's another idea of something you could do that works on eye-hand coordination skills. And that one includes the mouth. So you even got some eye-hand and eye-mouth skills. The last thing I wanted to talk about was your supplies. Parents, I always, when I work with your kids, have a container that closes and has a significant lock. It could be something like this with crayons in it, or pennies if you're doing some penny activities, or you would do something like this that has a lock. But if you don't have that, any kind of Tupperware container or resealable lid, a lot of the takeout places have those. They work too, so that you keep your kids safe and save the supplies. Now, I won't see anybody for the weekend because it is the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Go out and play with your families. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.